name's Peter Browne and I'm a pitch coach. So I help business owners, people who are starting out a business, I help them communicate or pitch their business idea to investors. And always the business starts with a great idea, and then we've got to build that idea. And building that idea generally takes money, and that's why we need to go to investors to give us the money to build the product, to get the product to market. So what are investors looking for when they're making a decision about investing in somebody's good idea? Well, I like to put it simply into three things. They're looking at validation of the idea, they're looking at the opportunity, and they're looking at execution. So let's take those one at a time. So with validation is very different to opinion. Validation is evidence. Opinion is, well, it's an opinion. Hey, this is a great idea. People are going to love it. But evidence is, for example, we have spoken to hundreds of people at our school or in our community, and they all tell us that they have this problem, and they all tell us that they would be prepared to pay a certain amount to have this problem fixed, so that or to have this solution or this product or this game. So that is evidence as opposed to opinion. The next stage is the opportunity. And so the opportunity is in terms of a business defined by its potential number of customers. So who are those customers? And if we go back to Brian Menzies' fantastic video about selling, and he talks about customer roles, you understand the identity of your customer. It's people who have this interest, this amount of income, for example, this age. That defines our potential customers. So who are they? Where are they? And in what numbers are they? Now, you might start locally in your school or community. You might start looking at those people in Sydney, and then you might expand that out into other cities and other states. So that defines your market size. And then there's your business model. How are you going to price your business, and what model are you using? Is it is it one single dollar figure for the product, or is it a subscription model? Do you sell it for $1 a month, or what is the model that you have? Is it a license fee per user per year, for example? So how are you pricing your product into the market? And that gives the investor an understanding of this number of customers, this business model. That is the potential income. Then the third stage is execution. So an execution is basically who is going to do what. So who is the identity of you and your team members, and your identity is defined in these terms by what is your experience? What have you done? Are you a coder? Are you a tinkerer? Are you an inventor? Are you a seller? What is your experience? And what is the experience of your team members? So what gives you the confidence that you can build this product out? And then what are your plans? We're going to build out the product to this stage, then we're going to market it through these channels, and we're going to distribute it on these platforms, for example. So what are your plans? And then what are your targets? If you don't know where you're going, you probably won't get there. So are you targeting 20,000 or 50,000 customers? It doesn't matter whether you only achieve 50% of that, but 50% of 50,000 customers, 25,000 customers, that's a lot. But if you don't have a target, then you won't know what you have to do to achieve that target. So having a target is really important for investors to understand that you have a plan for where you're going. And then finally, the investors will want to know, what do you want from me? Is it money? How much money do you need? What are you going to do with the money? Or is it advice? Or do you need introductions? What is it that you need from me so that I can help you? So one of the things that I tell business owners when they're going down this path of pitching their business is that is exactly what they have to do. They pitch their business. They're not selling the product to the investor because the investor's not buying the product. The investor is not a customer. The investor is investing in the business. So they need to know the whole business story because that is what they're investing in. And the product is only part of that story. So when you're developing your business or your product, keep in mind that you need to understand your customers, understand your market, understand the plans that you have to build out this business opportunity, and then communicate that to investors. Good luck, work hard, and have fun.